All right, what's good, everybody? I'm doing this quick presentation real quick um, on 45 degrees slash the intermediate directions. This is going to be a very quick video. I only got 45 minutes left as far as streaming time. Uh, so, yeah, I wanted to make this real quick and let this be known. So, what I wanted to point out, if anybody could answer this question for me, is really part of what I was doing or part of what I do. I'm going to pull up the flat earth map right here. This is said by flat earthers to be the most accurate map. Okay. Sorry for the wait. This happens every time. All right, this is the most accurate flat earth map right here that's seen and used predominantly across all platforms. I'm speaking on it. And at the end of the day, my question is that I'm throwing out there that anybody can answer is factually the outer rings out equals south on flat earth. This is said to be the south. There's said to be an ice wall that no flat earther has any proof of, okay, that's around and surrounding us and keeping the water enclosed, right? That's not the focus. The focus of the question is the directions. East and west is said to be, and when we look at a compass, east and west, I want to point out that east and west, all of the compass directions, including the intermediate ones, are straight direct, straight lines. East and west is a straight line, and that's something that people look over. It's not curving in any form. Okay, that's important. But I bring that up because flat earthers specifically will say that when you travel in a circle around, when you're going east and west, you're really traveling in a circle that you cannot feel that you're turning. But you're really, you can't feel that you're making because the circle is so big of the earth that you can't feel that you're making this huge turn. Okay. First off, I want to say that whenever flat earthers answer this question, they are answering from the perspective that they have never circumnavigated in their life. They've never done this experiment in their life. Okay. But what I can point out is the flaws without even having to do the experiment myself. I can point out the obvious flaws. If going around the flat earth is said to be more like going in a circle around the block, and the North Pole would be that block in the center. At the end of the day, when you go around the block, you have to physically turn yourself. All that a flat earther can do is come up with some excuse of a reason to explain why you can't feel the circle that you're making, okay, around. So if they want to jump around that and act like that isn't a direct contradiction or a hole within the flat earth, which is obvious, that's where my question comes in. What is 45 degrees on a flat earth? If going left and right is a perfect circle around a flat map, what does that make 45 degrees? Because mind you, what I want to point out as well is that everything on as far as navigation is based on the square. Everything as far as navigation is based on the square. That's why the compass is based on the square basically in 45 degrees. So what I'm pointing out is when you zoom in on this map, these wouldn't be squares. You can't fit squares into this curved thing right here. You see what I'm saying? These are curved sections. All right, these are not squares. Everything is curved, right here. So 45 degrees from any direction. Let's act like this is north. If we went 45 degrees and left and right slash east and west is supposed to be going around the block, what would 45 degrees be? Because you have to take in, like y'all tell globe earthers, you have to take into account for curvature. Then you have to, that's what y'all have to realize too. Okay, the earth might not be curving as far as what y'all saying, as far as if it's not a globe earth is what y'all say. But whenever you're going around the flat earth, you're curving. You're making a turn, which is a curve. Okay. So you would have to take in based on that fact alone, if that were true about y'all's navigation with left and right, east and west being a circle around a block and stuff, then you have to take into the same accountants for northeast, southeast, northwest, and southwest. What would that be? Because it can't be a complete circle if that's a complete circle left and right. Because guess what happens when you make a 45-degree complete circle? That's what I'm saying. Left and right is going in a circle. If you go this way, start at 45 degrees, which is the literal direction. If we're going to act like we're going 45 degrees, where do you start making? How do you calculate that? No flat earther has done that work. This is a fact. How do you even calculate that? What I'm pointing out is that flat earthers do not have an accurate map. If you do not have an accurate map, then you really can't even argue. And how are you making your facts or presenting so-called gnosis of the flat earth? You need a correct map. What they look over as well is that the ancients also said that it was said to be the earth could have been flat and square, which, to be honest, I could concur with that more than this map right here, because this map is just not logical. Everything on this earth, as far as this map according to it, the everything facing north would have a curved flat curved type of aspect to it, pointing towards the north, because that's what's being shown here. Everything is based on a curvature. All this is, man, is a globe flattened out. Literally, that's all it is a globe flattened out. Literally, a square map would make, because it's more precise, but you would have to arrange the continents, based on that's where you got to, do. And I'm thinking myself, that's where I'm being a help on that end. Like I say, I'm in the center point, and people are hate on you because of that. I'm actually doing work, and people are hate on you because of that. At the end of the day, man, I'm the center point. I'm standing the center line. I'm not gonna say that I'm either or. Ain't nobody gonna force me to say whether I'm either or. I don't want to hear no agent talk. I do too much work for anybody to even think on that level. And anybody does, they're a fucking dummy. I'm just gonna be real on that and discreet. Now, at the end of the day, nobody and no flat earther could directly answer this question when I brought this up to other people. And furthermore, no flat earther has even brought that up or thought about that. And that's a fact, because I've never even heard it brought up. You can't find anything about it on the internet as far as people on YouTube, nothing. What is 45-degree navigation on the flat earth? It won't work out. You cannot circumnavigate at 45 degrees on the flat earth. Circumnavigation is circumnavigation. Okay. You're supposed to be able to circumnavigate in all directions. So those are your intermediate directions right there: northeast, southeast, southwest, southeast, and northwest. East and west is a straight line. All of this is based on a line. Okay. The heavens above, which is the magnetic source and everything, that's circular up above. Think about the essence of what they brought up in the past, square in the circle and stuff like that. They don't just say square in the circle or circle in the square, whichever one. They don't bring that up for no reason, because both of them have their essence as far as what we look at as far as this earth is what I'm realizing. If anything, like I was thinking about the 8-point star and everything. I feel like that's more dealing with the flat Earth than as far as accurate map wise. Because I mean, I know they'll say the flat Earth as far as on a square. I'm trying to find an 8-point star. Well, I mean, I guess I could click on this. Well, that's one right there. Golly. So yeah, if anybody can answer that question, that's the whole point of the stream, because nobody's answered. It's been more of a jump around. Can't get a direct answer when multiple people gotta, somebody gotta have multiple people fucking with you at the same time. Can't handle you by themselves and shit. 8-point star. See, this is the whole essence of squaring a circle being shown right here. This is where I was saying with the crop circle aspect that this geoglyph that's seen in Nazca came up as a crop circle over there too. My brother gonna try to tell me the Nazca lines ain't nothing but crop circles. Preposterous. When they literally rocks that's laid there, sticks that's laid in the ground. That's not a crop circle, man. A crop circle is some type of magnetized, flattened grass. It's not the same thing. I can't stand when people try to jump into something, talking about something like they know something and they ain't studied it at all. But anyway, the central aspect, you got your intermediate directions being shown right here, which is the base directions of the universe as far as north, south, east, and west, the intermediate directions. So, as far as the square of the earth and the circle in it, that's where I'm saying with this map, I feel like what they're showing here, I speculated on these being the sun and moon potentially in some type of way. And this right here, I don't know. That's where I'm thinking about certain stuff and looking at it. And this could be the expanse of the whole earth. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But at the end of the day, I want to keep it at that, at what I've already done. If anybody can answer that question, that'd be great. What is 45-degree navigation on a flat earth? If east and west is going in a complete circle, like you see right here in that center. If east and west is going in a complete circle, then what does that make 45 degrees / the intermediate directions? A spiral. you know, if east and west is a circle, what is 45 degrees? A spiral. Like, and that don't, of course, I'm just throwing something out right there. Of course, that ain't logical, but if anybody can answer that, just get at me. Like I said, this was going to be a short presentation, and that's really all I had to show, man. I hope y'all, doing good. Y'all stay safe. In peace. High Plains Drafter, shout out to you. The term flat earth and logic don't go together. I get you. Aren't you that person who kept aimlessly rambling about this in a recent other chan? Well, I brought it up once and keep rambling about it, and they jumped around it. That he has some delusion of self-importance, imagining you and only you are onto some great realization. I never said that. I'm just doing work and broadcasting it while you're doing nothing. That's all. I see you going. But yeah, it's all good, bro. I did what I did, show what I had to show, prove what I had to prove as far as the navigation of intermediate directions on the flat earth. Peace.